Okay, it is the 1st of December. Waterfall Paul has taken off for a week and a half to go away with spend some family time, and I already have problems. And this is it. I have dirt on my hands. It's only day one. He's out of town, and here I am in Bristol with the guys helping out get a patio ready. Let's talk about what's going on. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're installing a patio out here in Bristol, Rhode Island, and the cold weather is around the corner. And so we need to scurry and get things prepped. So there's a number of patios that are still in the beginning stages of wanting to get it in. Selections aren't always necessarily picked. So what do? Even though the cold weather is coming, we just have to get the base material in. And so that's what the crew's doing now. We're scurrying around. We're gonna make sure to prep the sites and get all the base in. We can take our time and work under tents and stay nice and warm later. But for now, we should go over how to make sure your patio is properly prepared for no matter what's coming. And we do things a little bit different than some. So let's talk about that. Now, the term is permeable patio or permeable walkways. And so the beauty of those is we're just not traditional installs of pavers. You're locking them in, filling in, kind of like, think of it like tiles with grout, and you would grout it in with mortar and cement. We leave those open. And there's some drainage, the grout, that actually allows the water to penetrate inside the patio. The paver itself is rock solid. The paver is a traditional paver. It's just the voids around the pavers allowed for moisture to drain into the ground. And then that just means that it doesn't matter our elevations, it doesn't matter where we pitch, doesn't matter where we go through, everything will drain and we just don't get heaving. So not only are we controlling stormwater, but we have a better quality product when we're done. And I've never had to go back and heave. Now, in areas like this, there's a lot of big mature trees, we are finding roots. So to preserve the trees, we do go up and over the roots. So there may be some adjustments down the road. But by setting it on gravel, it's so much better because we can just pop the pavers off. If a couple years down the road, the tree's grown, things are heaving, pop the pavers off, smooth off the gravel, put the pavers back down. It just works better for us. It is a little bit more upfront expense, but I find it to be an inexpensive insurance policy on your patios. And you can use any conventional paver this way. It's just what's worked for us. It's not conventional, but I am finding more and more people doing it the same way because we find it just works better. So we'll touch back later when it actually starts looking like something. But for now, I thought it was a good opportunity to be able to show you what properly prepping a patio looks like. Okay, so I didn't make it out here in time in order to get the before pictures, but I can upload some of those later. But for now, what we have going on is this area in here was an old concrete, you can see the residents of it, old concrete patio that was poured and cracked and breaking. And then there was a big slab over here. This slab is newer and sound and still has a little sentimental value. There's footprints and such in there. But wanted to expand the patio, get into a more of a conventional patio in one uniform feel. So what we do is a little bit different than some. Now, traditional installs of patios that come in here, they excavate, they prep it all, and then you put back what we call a mixture of some road base. Traditional pavers underneath it, they're making it rock solid, almost like concrete. They're plate compacting it, they're putting stone, and they're putting a dirt mix so that it's rock solid. The challenge is that that's worked for ages. That's how I learned 25 years ago. The downfall to it is they are prone to heaving. The slightest little thing, moisture in there, everything, it can heave. Also, water can pool. And in situations like this, we've got to marry up flush with that existing patio. We need a flat landing here at the base of the staircase, but then we also have to marry up to this entrance for the driveway and here for the garage entrance. And so that, in a conventional standpoint, you have to pitch the whole patio in different areas to make sure that the water would shed. But ours, we don't have to. And what do we do different? We don't set, you can see this is some of the material that was coming out from the old patio, and it's just dirt and gravel mixed together, and it was rock solid. But what we do is we excavate those holes and we set the whole thing on clean gravel. Sometimes we'll do it on 3/8, sometimes we're doing it on bigger 3/4 inch stone, but this whole patio will be plate compacted, smoothed off, and then it's gonna be solid stone underneath. And then we'll put our traditional pavers on top of that. So all of this will be conventional pavers with some flower bed. It'll have some nice cobblestone around the borders. So we'll go up on details on that later. But by setting on the gravel, we're turning the entire patio into a giant French drain. So it doesn't matter where I'm marrying up to. It doesn't matter if I have downspouts coming off the roof. We can actually channel downspouts in here. The beauty of these patios is the fact that I can control groundwater and keep it on the property. I can keep storm water off your roofs and everything, get it away from the foundation, but not send it into the streets. And we just have the whole patio just starts to drain and does not hold water. So this is what many of the, when I say a traditional paver, sometimes pavers are brick size, maybe like that small one there. These are modular, it doesn't matter. They're just a concrete product. Conventional pavers come in all different sizes, all different shapes. But the difference with these installs is when we're done, we just don't grout this like a tile inside your house where it's not gonna drain. We leave it open, or we use a porous grout in between them so that when it rains, all that water goes down, enters all that stone underneath it, and then you're ending up with a beautiful low maintenance patio that resists heaving from the winter, but actually acts like a French drain and is the most environmentally friendly approach we have found to laying conventional patios in a superior way. I hope that helps, and just because the days are getting short, there's no reason you can't get out there and stop picking away at projects now, whether it's hardscapes going through. There are some restrictions obviously with freezing temperatures and weather, but as long as that ground is workable, you could be picking away at these projects and keep those winter blues away. Hope that helps. Take care.